All right, good morning, everybody. This is CBS19 Meteorologist Joel Robinson here streaming on CBS19 Plus as well as YouTube and Facebook. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. We're going to go over everything we know so far about the severe weather possibilities going into Saturday, and we're also going to take a look at fire danger, which is something that we have going on right now. So thanks for joining me this morning. I will have the Facebook and YouTube chats up. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask or anything. We'll go over everything there is to know at this point. Obviously, data is always subject to change, and of course, the CBS19 weather experts will keep you updated as we go into the next 24 to 48 hours. But in the meantime, the number one thing that we're really going to be watching for here, and even potentially into next week as well, depending on how much rain we do receive, is fire danger. We've been very dry, as very evident by the amount of sun that we've seen, amount of dry weather that we've also seen as well. So we're under a moderate to high risk. We had some very high risks in some parts yesterday, but luckily they have downgraded to a high risk, which is it's kind of an improvement, but still something that we're really going to have to keep an eye on here. The burn bans, they do keep stacking up here. We have all of Deep East Texas under a burn ban at this point. We also have Upshur County that was just added yesterday, and all the way up to the north, Delta County just included today. So do not burn anything. We are not expecting a whole lot of rainfall within the next couple of days. Even tomorrow we have a couple of showers that could be possible across some parts of the area, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be healing to this fire danger risk at all. That is until possibly on Saturday. Now, depending on how much rain we receive, which at this point it's not going to be a whole lot, due to the isolated to scattered nature of these showers and thunderstorms that move through. And we have this cold front that's coming through, and it's moving in pretty fast. So it really just, it's not going to bring in a whole lot of widespread activity as we go into Saturday, but we still do have a weather impact alert for the chance for severe weather on Saturday. And right now, the tentative time that we're watching for is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Number one risk right now is damaging winds, potentially some large hail in a couple of cells, and maybe a couple of spin-ups as well. And so we'll definitely make sure you have some extra batteries, make sure all devices are charged. You can download our CBS19 app for the latest weather updates, and of course you can follow the CBS19 weather experts on Facebook and Instagram as well for the latest weather updates. We'll of course keep you updated all through tomorrow, and of course we'll be on standby this weekend should any severe thunderstorms develop. But what we're watching for right now, so we have this high pressure that's locked in place, sort of, that has kind of been locked in place for the past few days. That's been keeping us dry, and we do have this low pressure, this trough of low pressure in our upper levels. This is around 20,000 feet up in the air, and basically this dip in the jet stream, this trough, is going to not only cool us down by the second half of the weekend, but it will also bring in the chance for showers and thunderstorms that could be on the strong to severe side. This is what we're looking at right now as far as Saturday goes. So basically, all these areas in the yellow shaded area. So we're talking Gilmer, Mount Pleasant, Linden, Jefferson, Marshall, Carthage even, right on the cusp. We go to Longview as well. You folks in those areas have the better chance to see severe thunderstorms all the way into the Arklatex and across the state of Arkansas. Meanwhile, this green area doesn't mean that you're all clear of any severe weather risk. It does mean an isolated severe thunderstorm or two could be possible within this green shaded area. But the better ingredients from what we understand right now, the better ingredients are going to be setting up further to the northeast, and that's kind of what data has been. That's kind of where the data has been trending recently. But before that, we got Friday. We got a severe weather risk across Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, and western parts of Missouri. So this is kind of the precursor to what we could expect on Saturday. Could catch a couple of thunderstorms that could be on the strong to severe side across Oklahoma on Friday, but that is all going to be ahead of the same cold front, and once it keeps on moving, we are expecting that activity to kind of move a little bit closer. And this is what future skycast looks like at the moment. We're going to start you off at 4 o'clock on Friday. So tomorrow afternoon, we got this southerly wind. You can see that southerly wind. This is really key right here. We got moisture coming in from the south. We got a couple of showers and thunderstorms that could be possible for your Friday afternoon. Most everybody will be dry. That's how isolated they are going to be. It's only running at about a 20% chance. And then we go to 7 o'clock on Friday. Or on Saturday, excuse me, a couple of cells possible here. You got some of the stronger thunderstorms closer to the Arclitex. That's kind of where those better ingredients are going to be setting up. But we still can't rule out maybe a couple cells developing for the evening. But you can see most of the heavier stuff goes further to the northeast over Arkansas, and it goes even further to the east than that over parts of Tennessee and parts of the Tennessee Valley all the way through the Ohio Valley as well. So that's kind of where the data's kind of been trending, is further to the northeast. If we can get it to stay over there, that would be great. But that is kind of what we're looking at right now. Still not going to rule out any severe weather risk at the moment because there is still a lot in the air right now. There's some data sets that actually don't agree with each other, so we're going to really keep a close eye on it. But from what we know right now, we do have at least some rain possible here across East Texas within the next 7 days. Most of this rain that you're seeing right here is going to be all from Saturday. So you can see some of the blue colors off to the northeast over Texarkana through the state of Arkansas, and then we do have a couple of cells that could be a possibility off to the south over deep East Texas. This actually may be a part of next week. We do have another cold front moving in, and we'll have a couple of sea breeze showers and thunderstorms that will be kind of a result of that on top of the cold front. So this is a little bit later in the week, but most of the rain from this weekend will be further to the northeast, which is some really good news. That's kind of where the data has been kind of taking us right now. Of course, we'll keep you updated on the rest for the rest of this week. Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony will be here later today with some more data for this afternoon and evening. So make sure to stay tuned for CBS 19 News at 5, 6, 6:30, and 10 o'clock. He'll have the latest for you there. But for now, we're going to keep that weather impact alert in place. For Saturday, we got a 40% chance for some scattered thunderstorms, some of which could be severe. And then look what happens after that cold front passes through. We got temperatures in the low 80s, middle 80s by Monday and Tuesday. Here comes that sea breeze. So you can see that low temperature there. 57, you go up to 65, more moisture comes in, winds jump up from the south. We got a couple of showers that are going to be possible there. And then another cold front moves in. By Wednesday, we could potentially see highs in the upper 70s. So we just got to hang in there for a little while longer. We really could use these cold fronts, that is definitely for sure. But that is something to look forward to. But this is basically the biggest chance of rain that we're going to be seeing, at least for now, until we can get a little bit more data on the cold front that'll be coming through here eventually. So this is kind of the idea here. We'll time out future skycast one more time, and I'll show you kind of what we're looking at as far as the location. Now, of course, location can really change as well. And I also wanted to point out this as well. So again, we're starting this thing off tomorrow afternoon. So a couple cells possible during the heat of the afternoon. Most everybody will stay dry. And then Saturday is the day we're looking for, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. You might have heard Brett talk about what's called a tail end Charlie. We have this line of thunderstorms that are going to develop ahead of this cold front, right? And usually, sometimes I should say, at the very edge of the line, basically we're at this left edge, this left end of the line, you can get storms that usually have the better chance of spinning around. Doesn't mean it's absolutely going to happen, but you have a better chance for some of these individual cells like this. This sort of resembles a supercell thunderstorm, which is a fancy term for a rotating thunderstorm that can produce tornadoes. So tornadoes certainly not out of the question here with some of these individual tail end Charlies, as we like to call them here, to produce some tornadoes. So we're going to continue to watch that very, very closely, especially as we go into Saturday. That's going to be our big day to watch for. In the meantime, still got moisture streaming in from the south. Timing is going to be a really huge aspect on how much storm activity we're going to be seeing. If we can get the cold front to come in a little bit earlier, with a little bit more energy available in the atmosphere, we could see easily a lot more rain than what we're seeing here. But if it were to come in later, like this is 7 o'clock, this is after sunset. If it were to come in around this time, there's a good chance we could possibly see something like this, where you could see maybe a couple storms, not a whole lot of activity because we lose a lot of heating from the day because the sun sets. So there's a couple scenarios that we could really see. It's timing and getting these ingredients to set up just right to get this storm activity going. But as far as we know right now, this is kind of where the data is trending. The better activity, the bulk of the activity looks to be off to the northeast. So again, that's what we're looking for. We still have that chance. I'm going to put that severe weather outlook on here one more time, just to kind of outline what could possibly happen. So again, better chance. We saw that one cell over Texarkana. Doesn't exactly mean that we're going to see that exact cell right in that location, but it looks like the better chance is basically Gilmer, Longview, Marshall, all the way further to the northeast. That's going to be our best shot. Can't rule out maybe a couple of stronger storms, but right now it's a very isolated threat across much of the area. The bulk of the activity is off to the northeast. So again, this is what we're looking at for now. I'm going to leave you with this. The CBS19 weather experts will, of course, keep you updated throughout the rest of this week and into Saturday, of course. We'll have some more updated information for you on the noon show and, of course, on CBS 19 News at 5 and 6, and, of course, the 10 o'clock with Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony. But for now, we'll keep you updated and make sure to just stay weather aware. And, again, we'll keep you updated, stay weather aware, and we'll keep you updated on that. All right, let's see. One more look here. Actually, I'm going to leave you with this. 4 to 7 p.m. is what we're looking for. Wind damage is going to be the #1 threat. And then just make sure to have that CBS 19 weather app downloaded, or just CBS 19 app, I should say. Have an extra pair of batteries just in case of a power outage. Wind damage is the #1 thing that we're going to be watching for here. So again, stay weather aware. We'll keep you advised.